to make a bracelet. Start out with one string, wrapping in a circle. I like three times around the circle for a nice sturdy structure. And I'm gonna wrap these detail loops right after careful not to undo my structure here with this turning of the string. So I'm going to give it a little head start, and then I'll close it down and secure it with the tool. Giving it that bend like I'm doing rather than just wrapping all the way around. String they're unruly, so you have to encourage them first. Putting some space in between them because I'm going to add some stones. I'm gonna do 3, 6. Let's go for 7. I could just cut him off, but for some reason I'm feeling to keep him hanging on. See why later. If not, to just adjust these however I would like. Okay. Now we're gonna need one of the thicker, higher gauge strings. could use the full string and put it in there. You can have a little double thing going on, double ball. I don't think I want to do that here though. So I'm just going to take one of the longer ones and start at its back end. Here. Gonna lock it on there. See what I want to do with it. Going to use it this way, so I want to give myself plenty of string to play with over there. And I'll probably just give it one more secure loop and leave it out over here. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this end. I'll probably just tie a couple notches there. But first, how this goes. When you're adding these, or any bead or stone, whatever you're doing, to these loops, it's really nice to create a bend in these strings to better hold that stone in its slot. Yeah, wanted to use those stones, but I'm going to use these small little beads instead. I think they'll fit really snug. I used to have these really small circular stones that I would use for these pieces, but I think I used them all. Yeah, those fucking break so easy. Watch out for that. I'm gonna pause here. stones like this are typically fragile. So you gotta be careful. I'm gonna cut him now. I definitely don't think I'm going any further with that side. Wrap him twice right here to close him off. Let's do 3. Before I cut, just double checking everything is kind of how I want it. Could cut him a little shorter. Let's see. Got this ball on the end here, but maybe I'll be able now to give this a little detail that I couldn't before. So instead of trying to snake him through all of that, I like the way that looks over. Maybe even a little more stick. Let's see how it looks double. Let's fix this bend. Need some water. These bends will really curve you up. Okay, I think I like that double strand there, and it looks solid everywhere else. Okay, now I'm gonna finish and tie him off right here. There's this kind of funky bend happening here because of all the strings changing their position, so I'm going to try to hide and support that a little bit. I'm going to go for 3 again. Maybe 4. Make sure they're all secure. They're not going to unravel on me. Great. Okay. Well, it turned out all right. I'm going to take less. Really getting each one as tight as I can. And I like just the 2 look. This feels like these are tourmaline stones, but it reminds me of aquamarine March babies. I guess that's February too. No, just kidding. March is all aquamarine. Thinking of blending the zodiacs. All right. Not what I was going for, but that's typical. I like it though. I'm going to also finish it off with a weight at the bottom. Let's see if you can see it. like this will hang pretty well, but otherwise you'll end up with just your bracelet like this, and that will hang out where the weight is going. But if you counteract it, let's see, I can take one of my little stringy pieces that I'm not using. I think I might like doing it with the silver. This is more bronze than gold too. So, I'm gonna do that. So here you're just making those detail loops. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's easily moved up and down the string while you're adjusting it. I mean, perfectly in line in the middle, which is what you will go for once they are complete. Here I usually do at least 4, depending on the weight of the bracelet. You want it centered below where you want, whatever part you want to rest on the wrist. I might have it like that, so a little off center. Let's do one more. There's no amount that you can or can't do, obviously. Less is more, in my opinion. They get really complicated very easily. Get it as close to this guy as I can. So I can solder them together. Looks pretty good. Now getting it where I want it in place. Have it just under these other bands. nice, secure. It won't be as sturdy or secure as you want until it's soldered, but we can get it pretty close. All right.